Oh my gosh, you guys, I swear I asked for no tomato. Let's see if it said, yes, it does say no tomato. All right, we've got today's lunch at home and we've got Burger King. I've been wanting to try their new Monster menu for a while, so that's what we're doing today. I got the Whopper meal from the Monster menu, so that came with fries and Whopper and a drink. But then I also got the Mummy mozzarella fries from the Monster menu. Oh my God. Look at the bun. I love it. Cheers. There's bacon on here. Got some fries with honey mustard. The Mummy mozzarella fries, marinara. These are so good. Diet Coke. I forgot I also got the little, these are supposed to be like little bats, and they are chicken nuggets. Cheers. They're cute, but I prefer the chicken fries. And that's it for today. Kudo Private Island in the Bahamas. Yep, that's the one right there. Our resort has its very own private island, so we spent the day there. This is not sponsored, but our honeymoon was at the Sandals in the Bahamas. So first off, you get to the island and there's a restaurant, bar, pool with a swim up bar, beautiful pool deck, cabanas, all of it. And the island just goes on and on. There's all of these little paths and so many private areas where you can go with your loved one and enjoy your day. And because it's a private island, you can pretty much go anywhere on the island. We got a beautiful spot on the beach. It was so nice and quiet, so relaxing. And look at the little kitty. But we had such a fabulous day. Like, it was just so nice to get away from the resort because the resort can get really, really busy and it's so fun. But like, this was a nice change of pace. Then we grabbed some lunch at the restaurant they have on the island. I got a shrimp quesadilla, mahi bites, and then Zach got a burger. The quesadilla was really good. I dipped it in some avocado cream. It was so nice and cheesy. I also had some fries. And then there's the mahi bites. They were interesting. They tasted a little fishy for me, but then later on in the night, I had mahi again in a hibachi setting and I really liked it then. So I don't know. Then while we were waiting for the boat to take us back, these guys jumped in the water and then they got in trouble. And then we headed back to the resort. It was a perfect day. Morning I was trying to do a really cute like slick back bun situation, like a messy bun like all of those cool girls do. So here I am trying to put my hair up, obviously struggling. It's the morning. You know what it is. Okay, now I'm trying to do the bun thing. I've seen girls on TikTok do this. It looks so easy for them. I'm like, okay, wait, do I tie this knot? Okay, wait, that looks good. Okay, sweet. Now what do we do now? Like, we tie another one? This is where I get confused and my arms started to get tired and I didn't know what it looked like. I knew it wasn't going to be good and it wasn't good. It was bad, actually, really, really bad. So I decided, okay, let's just start over. So I just put my hair up in a ponytail because I couldn't figure out the bun. And then I got my Kish taming wand out and then this is where things started to look up. Like, they started to look a lot better. I just decided to braid it. I thought that was easier. And you know what? I think it looks pretty cute. So that's how I did my hair this morning. A lot of young people are trying to avoid the corporate job or the 9-to-5 job because they don't want to be tied down and they feel like there is not enough freedom within those jobs. Having freedom within your work schedule is definitely a valid argument. And as a content creator and a teacher, I see both sides of this argument and I experience both types of work schedules. So let's talk about it. This is not to try to persuade anybody into one or the other. It's just being real about the expectations for both schedules because there are pros and cons to both. I would also like to acknowledge that a lot of corporate jobs do offer hybrid or remote positions, and that does give you a lot more freedom within your work schedule or your daily schedule. So I don't want that to go unacknowledged. Major differences between these two types of work schedules that I'm going to talk about: work-life balance, boundaries, and consistency/stability. The typical corporate or 9-to-5 job, whatever you want to call it, you do have more of a set schedule. It's pretty rigid. You don't have as much freedom with deciding how your day goes. But you do get the following things. You have a set routine, which does create consistency in your life, and I think that's important for humans. You have a monthly or bi-weekly income, typically with health insurance in most cases, that is affordable. And all of these things create stability in your life, financial stability and just personal stability. And third, you have a clock in and a clock out time, meaning you're at work, you're on the clock when you're on the clock, but when you're not at work, you are off the clock and you do not need to think about work. Now, in teaching or nursing or other similar professions, there is a good chance that you might bring some emotional baggage home with you. But if you set boundaries, you won't be bringing physical work home with you. So some people might say I'm a bad teacher for this, but I typically do not bring work home with me unless it's like the end of the school year or something really important. I set that boundary with myself. I get all the work I need to get done while I'm at work so that I can enjoy my life when I'm not at work. Keep my personal life, and my work life, the two do not intertwine. They are separate. Now, I know not all jobs are like that, right? But the vast majority of a typical 9-to-5 job are kind of what I just explained. These jobs allow for stability, consistency, and overall a pretty good work-life balance. Some people might say I'm crazy for that, but I don't know. I think it, for the most part, does. So let's talk about a non-traditional job that does not have a rigid schedule, a job where you can set your own schedule, such as a content creator. Wonderful thing about being something like a content creator or working for yourself, you set your own schedule, and the sky is really the limit for how well you can do financially. However, the financial side is very inconsistent and it's unpredictable. You might make $5,000 one month and the next 500. Like, it's very inconsistent. Second thing is you are really always on the clock. You're never off the clock, especially if your content revolves around your personal life. I personally don't really mesh like my personal life with my content. I try to keep them separate the best I can, but a lot of very successful creators, their content is their life. And that's why people enjoy following them, because they like to see how these people live. The downside of that is that you are always working and you're always thinking about, oh, how can I turn this part of my life into content? And for me personally, that becomes really unhealthy. So there's not really a boundary there when it comes to separating work from personal. Second, brands might not always respect your personal work-life balance boundaries. When you sign a contract with a brand, you're kind of at their mercy. And so per the contract, like, they're going to ask you to complete a list of things and you have to do those things within a certain time frame, whether you like it or not. So in a sense, there is somewhat of a rigid schedule if you're working with brands, still having to meet deadlines and you're still having to follow guidelines in that way. You might be on vacation and still have to be working on something for a brand because it's time sensitive and you need to get it done. So again, work is creeping into your personal life in that way. So like I said, I see both sides. I experience both sides. I do both. It works for me, so I enjoy it. But I'm just saying that sometimes working for yourself or being a content creator is not always all it's cracked up to be. It's still work. It's not a 9-to-5 job. I'll tell you that. It is very, very different. But there are really some good things to be said about a rigid schedule because, like I said, you're not bringing work home with you. Your personal life and your work life are separate. It's consistent. It's stable. So if you are a college student going out into the real world, I would recommend you try to use your degree because why not? Just try it out. See how you like it. And then if you don't, you can always pivot from there. Love Island like this every season. It's literally a psychology experiment. Like, what the heck is going on in this villa? This is my first time watching Love Island. After watching this season, I think I'm going to go back and watch season 6 because I've heard so many good things about it. But what am I watching? I feel like I'm watching the Stanford prison experiment. What the F is going on? For real. People keep talking about how the viewers are the toxic ones when no, these producers, whoever is putting together this show, you are mentally, emotionally damaging these contestants. I'm scared for them. I'm worried about them. I know this is what they signed up for and everything, but it seems cruel. Like, some of these challenges are just cruel, especially the mail-in, like the stand on business one. Why was everybody so mean to Amaya? I try to be like a glass half full person, and so I'm over here thinking like, oh, maybe some people are going to use this challenge to say something really nice about somebody that they haven't had a chance to talk to or something like that. I was like, maybe someone's going to be really nice. Nope, nobody was nice. Don't even get me started just on the raunchiness of some of these challenges, which is like, whatever. Truly, like, them being in this villa for 6 weeks, however long, with no contact of the outside world. I know there's other shows like this. I don't know. Some of these challenges feel really cruel to me, like Cruel and Unusual Punishment, literally. Is it always like this? Like, somebody let me know. I'm really enjoying watching it, but like, I just want my Amaya to come out of that villa with millions of followers. I love her so much. I love a lot of them a lot. I just hope that they are all okay emotionally. I don't know, like, this is a dating show. Why are we like putting these people through hell? This might just be me. Like, this is my first time watching. I don't know what this show is about, but like, I'm still enjoying watching, but I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about their emotions. Like, I want the best. I want the best for them. That's all. Alexander, come back to sleep. I have an early meeting out of town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Shh. Come back to bed. That would be enough. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. Come back to sleep. This meeting's at dawn. Well, I'm going back to sleep. Hey, best of wives and best of women.